From downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Today's starting pitcher, Nolan McLean. What do you have on him, Chris?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Ready to go now? Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals.
Number 1, Isaac Collins.
And we're underway here in the home opener.
Wow, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball up.
And that skips into dirt. On the ground, right side. One out in the top of the first. And here comes Bellinger.
Second, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. That clips the corner. McLean measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2023.
That's a ball.
Just underway here in Cleveland. Out towards right center field. Pajes moving under it. 2 up, 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was drafted 2nd overall by the Royals in 2019. Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were also part of that draft class. How good is that?
Pretty good. Foul ball. Hard hit, right side. Whips it to first. And Witt is out. That's the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Seth Lugo. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike. Fouled off. He was late. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Harper now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out. So now with one away and a man at second, Cal Raleigh will hit next. This guy with light tower power. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. That one fouled off. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. That one fouled off, 2-2. That one misses. Full count now. This one in the air, center field. Isbell in position. And there are two down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauder. Up the middle, base hit into center field. They're waving Ramirez home, and they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. And there's a strike on the outside corner. In the air to left center, Isbell on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Cleveland, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Yordan Alvarez steps in for the Royals. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
Two-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Bounced up the middle. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in, Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. Martinez settles underneath it. And a couple of quick outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ben Rice.
Ball.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2, Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And now the 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
Ball, that's in.
He's
Ball,
just
inside.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. Manzardo on at first, nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Next to hit, Angel Martinez. And he lays down a bunt. And it goes just foul. Way out front for strike 2. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
In effect.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Here's Jose Ramirez. Golden opportunity right here. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. 2 aboard, 2 outs. So Harper stands in. And a 1-1. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. A gigantic blast. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. So 2 down. Cal Raleigh digs in for the Guardians. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That is the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. On to the third inning.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, second base.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Nope, ball.
This one in the air. Turner. And there's one away. One out, man at first. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Out towards right center field. DeLauder under it. Out number 2. So the Royals batting order turns over. Isaac Collins, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
Here's the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Next for the Royals.
Bellinger up to hit.
Cody Bellinger.
Hurt.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. He nails one out to right. Bobby Witt Jr. now. You know, you think about his dad, Bobby Witt Sr., who pitched for a long time in the major leagues. But it was actually Bobby Witt Jr.'s brother-in-law, James Russell, the former major league reliever, that had the most direct impact taking Witt in and out of major league clubhouses. Witt was treated a bunch to behind-the-scenes looks at Wrigley Field many times from the former Cub reliever.
Right through there for a strike.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Pajes under it. And that's the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauder.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
In the air to left center, Bellinger settles underneath it. And there's one down.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Pajes batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The 1-1. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now here is Kyle Manzardo. The 1-0. And there's a rocket into the outfield. The relay throw. But he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Rocchio in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Rice settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's two away. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
That's the ball.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Yordan Alvarez. Steps in for the Royals. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Ground ball right side, but it kicks foul. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Stays alive. On the ground. Turner with the throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Next for the Royals.
Next is the Royals catcher, Yainer Diaz. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Takes it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Ben Rice. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a foul out of play. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. No question about this one. It's out of here. He shoots one out to right. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-3. Here's Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Makes the catch up against the wall. Cal Raleigh digs it. Now, he has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right.
That's a ball.
2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Guardians.
Now it's the right fielder. Stillwater. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Ben Joyce.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
0-1. That one lifted to left. Bellinger in a full sprint. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. Bang! A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 10-3. So 2 down. Kyle Manzardo now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Manzardo goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. Here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 5th. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the Royals, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He popped out his first time. And a foul ball. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Flied to right his first time.
Ball, that's up.
Swing and a bouncer. Over to first. Inning over. Back now at Progressive Field. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
This one in the air, center field. Isbell should have this one. And a quick out, number 1.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Martinez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
Hey!
Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Cleveland leadoff. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Steven Cruz. He's into the game with the bases empty. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Top six. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Waste no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Bellinger lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. Next offering is fouled back.
Nope, ball.
Collins aboard here at first with nobody out. In the air, right field, DeLauder under this one. Takes it in for the out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And first offering is fouled off. Misses the sweeper.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. He's grounded out a couple of times. In the dirt. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Not even close there. Ball 2.
Hey, ha!
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Edgardo Henriquez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th inning, Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And that is out of play. Foul ball. That one way inside. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that one almost hit him. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Harper in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, right side. Slow to get out of the box, and he's tagged for the out. Base is empty after the double play. Cal Raleigh digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. That one in triple digits.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Off the mark there. It's 2-2. That one missed. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. So a man aboard. Now it's going to be Chase DeLauder. The 0-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Andy Paez. He's already homered in this game. Lucas Ursay gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
There's the strike at the knees. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul.
And that's just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. That one hit to right. And the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes,
That's
I was
inside ball.
medium stitious.
And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally
No, that's
will
out.
grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Here's a 2-2. Garcia checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps in for the Royals. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Mansardo. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. So up next Brian Rocchio.
Second baseman, Brian Rocchio.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Ursig, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
At the plate, Angel Martinez. 1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That's a laser base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second, and it's an 8-run lead.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 13-3.
Ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know my little heart to give, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't